Ladies and gentlemen, Damen und Herren, Madame et Messieurs, Signoras et Signores, Panie I Panowie. After the first day of the competition, now we have only 9 players remaining in the Classic Tetris Poland Championship for NTSC version, which is also the CTWC Poland qualifier 2021. Live event in Quest Pub in Kraków will slowly reach their peak. Right now some players are still warming up, so let's have a small discussion about the upcoming matches. Well, all of the matches will be best of 5, so whoever gets the 3 cards wins and advances further. The matches will be played on at least level 15 and while the round 0 match will be played on level 15 all the way, starting quarterfinals, first the higher seed then the lower seed will have an option to choose between level 15 and level 18. Let's hope that we will see at least a couple of transitions today. Maybe even a kill screen or something even greater. But well, my name is Chris Forrest and this definitely not a night. I will be your guide to the world of classic Tetris competition. And well, I have a weird feeling that our first competitors are slowly getting ready. Whoops. Looks like we need a switch. Nie ma tej opcji. So the first match will be between Dobry Człowiek and Owca. Still a small moment for the players to warm up, and once both of them will be ready, we will start the countdown and we will see how far they will go. Who will win? Who will earn that 3 hearts and a place in the semi-finals? Will we see a transition? Will we see a kill screen? Will it be a sweep, or maybe we will be able to see a decider? It will be known in just a moment. Of course, remember to follow Classic Tetris World Championship on Twitter. Like us on Facebook, both the international fan page, and the national one, the CTWC Poland. You can see links down below. Of course, also a huge shout out to Microsoft, creators of the Xbox Series X and Series S. A huge thank you for supporting Classic Tetris World Championship all around the world. Okay, are the players ready? Okay. Owca, despite the look, says she's ready. About Dobry, I am not so sure. But on the camera it kinda looks like he's doing the blind Tetris, trying to train his mind. Okay, looks like both players are ready. So because both players are ready, let's start the countdown and the first match of day 2 of Classic Tetris Poland Championship. Are you ready? Moment. Three, 2, 1. Tetris.
Let's go.
So Dobry and Owca started on level 15. Looks like Dobry, both players decided to do some pushdowns on the way. The question is how well they were. There is still quite a lot of stacking here, but there is no option. And ouch! Owca taps out at 49 points, having an initial getting an initial drought in situation and getting a line in the wrong a little bit too late. So Dobry takes the first card. Let me see those Fs on chat. Okay, małe żółte krety sense F, KitKat sense F, Giko sense F, Match Release sense F. So there is 1, 2, 3, at least 7, 8 supporters for Owca. Okay, are you ready for game number 2? Gotowy? 3, 2, 1, Tetris! Wow, this actually looks like this time we had a very interesting situation on the beginning because 3 first blocks looked exactly the same. Both Dobry and Ofta are ready, but waiting for those lines. Ofta decides to burn a triple. Dobry for now keeps a little bit higher, hoping for a Tetris, but the first effort to Ofta and whoop! Tetris for Ofta! Ofta with 24,000 points currently leading. Dobry with a huge stack, but a little bit more burns. Whoop! Tetris for Dobry. Ofta is ready. Dobry is again building. 28 for Dobry, 24 for Ofta. Now this time Ofta keeps the game rather low. It's Dobry who is leading by 1 Tetris currently. In a little bit more preparation here. Dobry with a little bit wider well for now, but he is ready. Ofta needs to do some additional cleanups here. So that may take the chance for quick scoring, but that also gives the opportunity to Dobry Człowiek. But Ofta, ow! Ofta went too risky, panicked, and tapped out at 49,000 points. That means Dobry gets a second heart. But we still know Ofta as a good regional player. It's just the maybe situation with frame delays or similar, which may have an impact. Let's remember, last time the NTSC tournament live in Poland was basically never. So a little bit of adjustment can be. Okay, are you ready for game 3? Three, 2, 1, Tetris! Okay, so there is a game 3. If Ofta wants to continue her way in the tournament, she needs to win this round. Dobry is already prepared for the long bar, and the long one is going on, cracking the stack. Whoop, that is for Dobry. But also, whoop, Tetris for Ofta. Ofta is 9,000 points. Dobry currently leading by about 100 pushdowns. But now looks like it's Ofta who has a little bit better Tetris ratio. Dobry decides to keep it safe. Whoop, Tetris for Ofta. Could it be the... Okay, Ofta can deal with a double dependency. Dobry maintains his low stack, keeps its low profile, but it's Ofta who is leading. Ofta this time takes a double, but with a double dependency, it may be a problematic for her to go further. But right now, Ofta goes for the cleanups, keeps nice, takes another double, while whoop, Tetris for Dobry. Dobry currently leading by 1 Tetris. Yes, this is the NTSC, as you can see on the screen. Now Dobry makes himself a 2 line dependencies while Ofta is cleaning. So that may be a kind of strategy in case of Dobry Człowiek, but that strategy may quickly turn out to be a false one if the long bar won't arrive in time. Dobry misdrops, looks like he misdrops a line. He strategically puts a line in soft spot, but looks like he will tap out at 91,000 points. Ofta is chasing, and Ofta needs 20,000 points more. And well, Ofta stays alive. So there goes a heart for Ofta. And we will be starting. Are you ready for round 4? Ah! Number of Owca supporters suddenly goes up. So time for round 4. 3, 2, 1, Tetris! Okay, so we have now in the game 4. Dobry with going some pushdown strategies. Owca also pushed down a couple of points. But Owca this time decides to use an ouch that L misdrop may hurt on the long run, but let's see what if Owca will find out a good strategy. It looks like whoop, Tetris for Owca, triple for Dobry. Owca is leading in this game, which definitely will put some pressure on Dobry Człowiek. And we aren't sure if his experience in classic Tetris League will do something in this match, because still Dobry, both Dobry and Owca suddenly ended up in the mid-line. If he need to clean up. Yeah, the whoop, that is for Dobry. Dobry with 35,000 points after 26. Yeah, there are finally some whoops on the screen. Owca is in the meantime still king. Owca is dirty ready. So where's the line? The whole chat is waiting for the line for Owca. Owca is now and whoop, a dirty Tetris for Owca. With Owca is currently leading 50,000 points. Dobry 44 needs to prepare, but he gets a Tetris as well. So the situation looks pretty close. Less than a half a Tetris difference between those competitors. Owca with 56, Dobry with 69. Nice! And Dobry with a very nice stack on the level. And gets another Tetris. Dobry currently leading by 2 Tetrises with 91,000 points. Owca with 60,000 points. Does something else. Looks like Owca decides to get a little bit more preparation to slowly ongoing opportunity to score some Tetrises. Some additional setups. Owca is ready on the left well, on the aforementioned southpaw. She's waiting for her, and there is a line. Whoop! Tetris for Owca. In the meantime, Dobry with 130 still keeps the 2 Tetris difference between him and his opponent. Owca back on the building board, but Dobry with 149 preparing for another Tetris, but looks like okay, Dobry is ready and he is waiting, but where is the line? Will he get the line? We don't know. Looks like he decides to resort to some burning on his side. But now Owca is ready and her stack is getting a little bit higher. And there is a line. Whoop! Tetris for Owca. Owca with 113. Dobry still leading by 2 though. And whoop! Another Tetris for Owca. Whoop! Quick counter by Dobry Człowiek. So the distance stays at 2 Tetrises between them, and looks like Owca is a couple of lines behind, so she in theory may have one more Tetris. She might get one more Tetris before the transition. Dobry with 76 lines, Owca with 69 lines. Nice. Dobry crossed the 200,000 by. Okay, Owca with 156. Currently losing by 3.5 Tetris. Dobry building. Owca is ready. Whoop! Tetris for Owca. Whoop! Quick counter Tetris for Dobry Człowiek. Dobry Człowiek with 243 and increasing his score. Owca in data with 176. Having her well is only a double ready though, so she will need to skill, she need to think, but now she's dirty ready, so we may see some nice action whenever long bar will come. Dobry data with 282 and 2 lines to transition. Looks like Dobry is aiming for 300k. Obviously to take and Dobry with 282 leading by 5. Okay, Dobry transitioned and he has currently 304. Ofta in the meantime has 4 lines to transition. Will she decide to... Okay, looks like Ofta is going for the column 7 well. And that may sound like she is aiming for a transition Tetris, but she... No, looks like it won't appear. Transition with 193. Dobry increased the distance. The speed increased on Ofta's feet, and Ofta tries her best tries to use the Yanis strats to figure out the speed, but unfortunately she missed and taps out at 193. Dobry with 374 is the last person who will be in the top 8.
At least I'm not the retarded. I'm not the retarded comrade.
So now we have a teeny tiny break to prepare the setups for the quarterfinals. And after that, we start the whole final 8 phase. See you in about 5 minutes.
Hello guys! Welcome back to CTWC Poland Championship in NTSC 2021. I'm glad to see you all, and soon we will know the first semi-finalist of that beautiful cup. Ćwiekosław, who's a surprise seed 2 after the clutch last game, 700 over 700 and a PB at the same time, is gonna face Chris Forrest, who defeated Szymon in the first round. The game is gonna be played in a format of best of 5. And the first level choice is gonna be for the higher seed. So, let the players warm up a little bit and enjoy the show. So a little bit of bio. As I mentioned, Ćwiekosław just joined the 700k club. We got around 20 players who have at least 600k in the NTSC version, and Chris is one of the highest, knocking on the 600 door. Okay, both players are ready, craving for the tetrominos falling from the sky. So I'm gonna start a countdown for round 1 for you, my friends, in 3, 2, 1, Tetris! Both players starting pretty calm. Chris decides to skim. Has to cover his well for a moment, and Ćwiekosław gets the first Tetris of the game. Chris still digging out, but ready, now a little bit hangering. That 18 may be lethal if he doesn't find proper pieces in the meantime, and as double Z burst is not gonna help his cause. Unfortunately, Chris is gonna top out after 4,900 points. So, it's the higher seed who snatches the first round. GG's. Warm-up is done. Are you ready? Ready. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. Tetris! Level 15 start this time. Chris chooses a little bit slower pace to get the feeling of the stack. Proper stacking so well, but he's gonna need an L to the left to complete the Tetris readiness. He's gonna complete it with a long bar. And pretty nice staircase from Ćwiekoszczak. So this doesn't cause any trouble so far, and we have a little bit of a minnow gap, but whoop! Chris scores one, and now stacks it down with a triple. 30,000 for Chris, 40,000 for Ćwiekoszczak. Almost equal amount of lines, but Chris is a push-down player, so maybe a little bit in the future. Ćwiekoszczak maintaining the staircase, preparing now for a triple. Chris opens his well. He's gonna need one more. Okay, that T-piece is gonna complete the Tetris readiness, and he's ready for the whoop. Where's the whoop? Still waiting. We droughted a little bit here. It seems like we are droughted a little bit, and things may become nasty really fast. So brace yourselves. This is gonna be an epic dig, hopefully. Ćwiekoszczak is stacking down. He doesn't have any stack problems. Chris is still trying to maneuver out of this little dire situation. It's less than 15 high at that point. Let's see how he manages to get out of that trouble. He gets the perfect piece. Taking the double. Taking it slowly. Ćwiekoszczak already with 125 and with 45 Chris. Chris is almost open. He decides to smartly skim. So some perspective burns from Chris. Okay, he prepared himself for a very dirty center well Tetris, and beautiful! He gets it! Alright, in a pursuit, 68, that's still the digging out mission first. So, you can't score Tetrises if you're dead, remember? Alright, there's another dependency, but luckily he fills that with a long bar as soon as possible. And gets a perfect blue L to fill that gap. And now, the beloved Smash Boy opens his well. That was a neat dig. 79 for Chris, 151 for Ćwiekoszczak. Ćwiekoszczak getting another long bar, but he cannot use it for a Tetris. Still needs a few more lines to create it, because right now he's double ready there, but with that L, he's ready now. Just waiting for the most beautiful piece, and here it comes. Boom, whoop, blip, Tetris for Ćwiekoszczak. And 137, and whoop, Tetris for Forest. Answers with a Tetris of his own. Okay, now gonna try to complete the garbage left, which he almost does, but there is a little bit of a hole on column 1 and 2, so he turns it into a long bar dependency. And now decides, oh, the long bar isn't coming. Is it gonna be, yes, as a perspective flat L skim. Very smart. Yeah, Chris is already familiar with those situations. Knows what he's doing. There's a little bit of a spire on Ćwiekoszczak's side, so now he's gonna be in a little... Oh, is that gonna be a... Right well. Alright. Ćwiekoszczak's been practicing on a Game Boy before the match a little bit, so I think he adjusts to the tactics of that beautiful game. And he's ready there. Decides to take a double. And remains ready so far. Alright, beautiful flat skim. Chris takes a double. Fixing the left. So like both players maneuvering a little bit on the left. Switching from left to right. Chris creates another long bar dependency, but is instantly saved by an incoming long bar. opens his well, and with 171, well, he's knocking on 200 door. Świekoszczak's already there with 230, 223, and a left well, left boom for Świekoszczak, 242. Around 3 Tetrises in front so far, so quite of a lead. And the transition is coming for Chris after that Tetris, beware, and this is level 16, 17 and 18 speed. So we're getting close to the first transition into the infamous 19, Blueberry 17 on Forest side. 236 to 263, triple ready. Nah, I'm gonna go for a Tetris, says Chris. Let's go. Maintaining the double well. Alright, doesn't want to cover it. 117 lines, so 20 lines in the future, and they're neck and neck with the score, but Świekoszczak has more lines to maneuver, and Chris is gonna have to find a way to dig out of this really fast if he wants to win that one, because Świekoszczak is in front, so there will have to be some 90 magic, but we're not gonna witness that this time. Maybe in the next round. Świekoszczak snatches the second round and is on a triple match point. GG's. All right. So Świekoszczak chooses the level for round 3. 15? 18? 18? 15. Fantastic. Okay, friendly 15 for both our wonderful players. Drum rolls and the countdown for round 3. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Let's see the tetrominos falling from the sky. Remember, well, you can treat your opponent as an opponent, but we really treat them as opposing friends here. This is such a friendly game. Yeah, believe it or not. Chris wanted to be in the lead with that 2 points pushdown, and he actually gets the lead with a Tetris. 19,000 for Chris, and Świekoszczak still waiting for his Tetris. Getting a little bit dirty, like the kid eating Nutella. And now, are we gonna see some tuck magic here? Yeah, choosing Lesser Evil here. Chris only with a little gap there, but takes a triple, takes the safety triple, and is at 46,000. Świekoszczak still cannot get the first Tetris, but he's gonna get it right now as soon as I mention it. And whoop, Tetris for Świekoszczak. Yeah, another dependency. No worries, it's pretty low. And now, oh, Chris will have to shift the longbow to the left sooner or later. He does that. Yeah, don't know what to do with pieces, just shift them to the left, maybe for later. That's what he does. Pure DAS. I mean, Chris is not pure DAS, he's a hybrid. He declares he's a hybrid, so yeah. 59,000 for Chris, and Świekoszczak already in the lead after that initial dig with 71,000, but it's pretty close, so hopefully we're gonna see another transition here, but before that we have to see Chris dig out of that. He's gonna need an L or a J, but of course it's a Z burst at the wrong time. Isn't it ironic? Can't you see? Here we go. Whoa, a beautiful hang there by Ćwiekoszczak. Okay, he finds the square piece to fill that gap. Still maintaining double well. Yeah, this is gonna be a safe skim. And Chris still struggling. This is for his tournament life. Unfortunately, this hang, that's gonna be extremely tough. And I'm really worried for Chris' health. Thank you, Chris, for participating, but this was a little bit too much at that height. And Ćwiekoszczak is going to advance to the semi-final. So we have the first semi-finalist. Thank you, guys. Good game.
Pierwsza gra była straszna, to jest straszne. Mieliśmy potem 20 minut. Wyciągnięcie z tego
Okay, next match. FP versus Rurczak. Pokażę.
Czyjeś tyłki zostaną rzęsiście skopane.
Tak, jak teraz wpłynął na to mnie ziomki z tego. To mnie ziomki z tego nie przechściły na pleczaka. Nie, nie. Uprzejmie. Tak, sygnały będą źle dlatego ja przegrywam.
Zastosowanie kamery. Moment.
Komentującego zmieni.
Yeah, so the second quarterfinal is FP versus Rurczak. According to the noises going on the room, people are expecting some interesting confrontation.
Jak ona została? Musiała niebieskie. Możliwe, tylko...
Naładowane? Mogę odpiąć?
Co?
Mogę odpiąć?
No. Teraz pytaj, do samochodu pogryzę.
a bit of a additional warm-up between the competitors. Well, we have the one of the two max out club members here.
Fala.
Trzymałeś select.
No wpadł, no tak. Najłatwiejsza.
Okay, next match will start in about 5 minutes. For this, please, for now, please appreciate the players. Being focused on the game. I didn't mean that, Rurczak! Well, I saw on the chat that someone says that I'm not about to walk in that room and cause a scene. Players all look like they could seriously whoop someone. Well, as we know from yesterday, after a power outage and one of the CRTs catching fire, Polish scene is relentless. No matter what is going on, tournament has to be completed.
Choćby atomówka jednęła, to Forest tam w zębach przyniesie. Marzej w ogóle.
Fan on the chat. Shouldn't Rurczak take off his back? No, he stores his skill in it. And that means, że jest po prostu dobra atmosfera. It's a seatbelt.
Czy jest długi na czacie?
Nie widzę jeszcze takiego.
Będzie siglował do mnie pewnie na czacie.
What dates for it? This is a quarterfinal. Mówisz o tej? Wiesz, ta piosenka nosi nazwę Gorbi z pierogi, więc może pasować do piosenki. Can Rurczak juggle solve Rubik cubes while playing NES Tetris with his feet? Well, the atmosphere is getting better and better.
Kurwa, jakbyśmy puścili zerkać, to by nie poszło do tego. Już tutaj nikt nie przyszedł.
Spojrzę formularz.
Ja wczoraj byłem na policji. Po prostu straż miejska robią, mandany są wypisane.
Wiło. Dobra, żeby było jasne.
Za tydzień się wychowa. Co to było? Niestety nie mogę zapauzować. Zabronili. Okej, gdzie jest ten stolik? Dobra.
Board
My się
setup.
już śmialiśmy, że ty masz nową technikę wymyśliłeś. Table tapping. Nie, no to jest akurat pierwszy raz. Okej. No, table tapping. No to już było robić. Ja mam jakiś niebieski. Nie wiem dlaczego. Zobaczymy film. Ja nie wiem dlaczego. Jakiś niebieski obraz się zrobił.
Jeżeli zmieni się na zielone, to wtedy zaczniemy myśleć, co się dzieje.
Jakiś film będzie? O, teraz by wzięło.
O kurde. A jak jeszcze się zmieni na różowy, to dopiero będzie katastrofa.
Kurwa, żółty filtr jest, a nie ma niebieskie godziny. Co się dzieje? Jeszcze jeden. To się niebieska skończyła. Jeszcze kwory będzie. Będziemy śpić.
Camera will be back in a moment. Dobra, jest poziom wybrany. Gotowi? Let's start the second quarterfinal with a very loud 3, 2, 1, Tetris! Okay, so we have both FP and Rurchak going on level 18. Rurchak already having some uncommon situation among his field. It may look pretty sus, but we hope that he will find that impostor block in his field and quickly remove it from the field. In the time FP already scored 1 Tetris, but having a little bit more preparations for the further competition. Rurchak goes for the column 5. Getting a little bit higher, but now forced to clean it up. FP 39, Rurchak with 17. Whoop! Tetris for Furious. Furious with 62. Rurchak. Whoop! Tetris for Rurchak as well. 41 for Rurchak. 62. Whoop! 85 for FP. So that's already 2 Tetris lead. And looks like Furious will be kind of unstoppable here with Rurchak being forced to clean up, and with the situation already being dire, he gets a dirty triple, but it's not enough to solve the situation, and looks like he will end up with reason, and Rurchak taps out at 48, which means Furious FP gets a first heart. Congratulations, Furious. Okej. Gotowi?
Tak. Jest serious.
Okay, but first already, so 3, 2, 1, Tetris! Okay, so this time Rurchak was choosing level, and Rurchak went with level 15. It's like this way the score Rurchak is either not trustful in his very own skills, or maybe it's a strategy to throw FP off the rhythm. We will see what's going on. And what we are seeing now, it's Rurchak having already some troubles with 1,600 points, and hoping for some opportunities to clean it up. In a time, Furious already with 1 Tetris with 24,000 points, and he is ready for more. It's Rurchak which is the underdog here, and now with a higher stack needs to do some additional cleanups, and ouch, the situation still stays very hot, very difficult on the Rurchak side. In a time, Furious scores another Tetris, even increasing his distance, and It looks like in case of Rurczak that decision to choose level 15 turned out to be the double-edged sword, because it went like he took the rocket launcher and shoot it into his own legs. And unfortunately, this is the game. This is a Tetris, not a Quake Arena or you know, or Team Fortress. Here, rocket jumps do not help. Furious gets another. Furious gets another heart. Okay, are you ready for game number 3? 3, 2, 1, Tetris! Okay, the game number 3, it's FP who chose the starting level, and Furious decides to go for level 18. We already know from many tournaments that he doesn't know the word mercy in case of Tetris, which so if you are facing him, you are aware that he will strike you with everything he's got with his strategy to pile up as many points as possible. Whoop, that is for Furious. Whoop, that is for Rurczak. And it looks like this time the difference between players is only a single line, so they are pretty close. Those stacks look also very similar. Whoop, that is for Furious. Whoop, that is for Rurczak, with 73 against 71, only 2,000 points between them, and it looks like Rurczak now gets some problems. Decides to take some risks, takes a dirty triple though. Furious is ready for some more hardcore Tetris action with 96,000 points. Now a small cleanup, so additional burns on his side. Rurczak slowly crawling, trying to get closer to FP, but another Tetris launches Furious far away. Rurczak with 89, Furious with 126. We are currently at 34 lines. And that means, well, there's still about 100 lines to go. In the meantime, Rurczak with a, I think we can name that the whole back-to-back Tetris situation, and Rurczak gets into a little bit on the even ground. It kind of looks like he missed a spin, but he quickly decides to solve that with additional burns. In the meantime, Furious gets some problems getting a little bit high on his situation, so Rurczak behind a huge opportunity to take the lead, and there it is. Rurczak gets the Tetris and currently is leading by 1 with 164 for Rurczak, 146 for Furious, and Furious is ready and waiting. Rurczak with a very nice stack. Whoop, that is for Furious. Rurczak with 167, Furious with 178, less than a Tetris difference between those competitors. Furious still, whoop, that is for Rurczak, and we are getting closer to the halfway. And despite what it's looking like, looks like it's Rurczak who has a little bit better situation, because he's 5 lines behind. And in that case, that means one more Tetris opportunity. On a time being, Furious is cleaning. Ruchak is in whoop Tetris for Ruchak. Ruchak with 225. Furious with 208. So both players past the halfway. We are slowly approaching the next milestone on the during the classic Tetris game, which is 100 lines moment. In slower levels, that would mean players getting a transition and the speed increasing. The speed increase. Here on level 18, yeah, that gives still 30 more lines. Furious takes a dirty triple. Ruchak leading by 1.5. And now Ruchak needs to do some additional cleanups on here. 256 for Ruchak, 225 for Furious. Furious finally makes his well open, but he's quickly forced to block it up. Ruchak in the meantime with a nice neat stack, leading by 2.5 Tetris. Whoop! Tetris for Ruchak. Ruchak with 306 at 100 lines. So it looks like we will be able to see the first transition, the first level 18 transition on this day. Ruchak with 306 FP. Losing by 1.5 Tetris with and still being at least 5 Tetrises, 5 lines ahead. Ruchak with 332, Furious 279. Whoop! Tetris for Furious with 302 currently, still 1.5 Tetris behind. Ruchak is 20 lines to the transition and has some promise on his stack, so things are getting very dire. Ruchak needs to think, needs to scheme. And suddenly that won't be enough for Ruchak. Ruchak taps out of it at 334, but Furious still needs 10,000 points. He needs a line. He needs one Tetris, or maybe even... No, looks like Furious decides to go a little bit calmer. With 330, still 4,000 points to go. Gets a triple and seals the deal. So there goes the third card for Furious. Mleczak Świder. No. Okay, next match is Mleczak versus Świder. Well, this time we have two veterans of the Polish scene, but all of two very strong players of the Polish scene, but all to do the different reasons. First, we have Schwider, who on his one of the best modern Tetris players in Poland, member of the Doremi gang, who made his classic Tetris debut in Toruń during the first ever Poland championship, while beating in the first round, defeating the player from Ukraine, and that's when he was unofficially for a moment called the Ukraine champion. Well, on the other side we have Piotr, also known as Mleczak, or even as Mleczak Gnój, the first ever Polish player who played in the classic Tetris World Championship bracket and who ended up in the silver bracket top 8, losing only to later silver bracket champion Bad Foy. Okay, Mleczak as a higher city is choosing the starting level at first, 15-18. And Mleczak goes for level 18. So, I see that you are ready. So, 3, 2, 1, Tetris! Okay, Mleczak chose level 18. And then for a long when stacks look very it looks like the grain minds think alike. But it's Schwider who gets the first Tetris here. Mleczak already needs to think about the solution of his situation, because it doesn't look so good here. And then Schwider has a small, a little bit of a garbage on the bottom, but it's not a problem. And then Mleczak goes for a small point and ouch! Mleczak surprisingly taps out at 6,000 points. Schwider is safe. Mleczak decides to take some help. He literally took out a freaking table, put it on his knees. And the next game will start in a moment. That part goes to Schwider, of course. Hashtag table strats. And Schwider is choosing for the next game. Okay, Schwider decides to go for level 18 as well. Gotowi? 3, 2, 1, Tetris! Okay, so Mleczak and Świder are in the game number 2 of their match. This is the third quarterfinal in the Classic Tetris Poland Championship for NTSC version in 2021. Mleczak with for now both players with a single lights with no Tetris inside. Even when Mleczak is about to whoop Tetris for Mleczak, first Tetris for Mleczak in this game with 25,000 points, and well, even in this match, as Mleczak decides to correct. Thanks for music and VG for your rate. Świder with 9,000 points, but his stack doesn't look so nice on the surface. There is still a little bit of things to prepare here. Mleczak with 40,000 points right now, leading by 1.5 Tetris. Świder still stuck and misdrops an L, making this round an L. What a ironic twist for Świder. Świder took an L and make it an L. For game number 3, Mleczak chooses level 18. Both ready? 3, 2, 1, Tetris! And there we have it with a game number 3 of this match. Yeah. For now, both players are building, waiting for a... Okay, Świder is ready, but where is the line? Okay, there is the line. Whoop, that is for Świder. First Tetris in this round. That makes a lead to Świder. Whoop, Tetris for Świder again. Whoop, counter Tetris for Mleczak. So Świder can with one Tetris lead. Whoop, Tetris for Mleczak. Whoop, Tetris for Świder. Świder currently with leading still by one Tetris. Both players with a similar number of lines. Whoop, Świder gets another Tetris. Quick counter by Mleczak. There may be... it may look like Mleczak... Świder is a little bit faster on the situation, but it's not a huge problem. Both players have pretty much the same tempo with 22 lines, even exchanging Tetris in the same moments along the line. Whoop, that is for Świder. So now there is whoop, that is for Mleczak. 120 for Mleczak, 138 for Świder. Looks like this time we are slowly approaching the first differences in player strategies. Mleczak with 120, Świder with 162, currently leading by 2 Tetrises along his way. Whoop, that is for Mleczak. Mleczak with 145 still. The difference between them stays at 2. Whoop, that is for Mleczak. Whoop, that is for Świder, followed by a single, followed by another Tetris. In the time, whoop, that is for Mleczak as well. Now, there was a... No, that was just camera shaking. No, that was not an earthquake. But even if that would be an earthquake, that wouldn't stop Polish scene to foregoing. Music is going normally. But let's focus on the match. Mleczak with 219, Świder with 278, with 280 even slow, not even getting close to the halfway yet. Mleczak 2 Tetrises behind. Whoop, that is for Schwider. And then Schwider gets an insta readiness. Mleczak in the time is ready, gets the line as well. Whoop, that is for Mleczak. Mleczak is currently losing by 1. That is whoop, quick counter by Schwider. I feel like on the UFC event with that exchange of attacks of Tetris with scores changing on every moment. Mleczak with 312, Schwider with 351. Keeping the distance, but we know that Mleczak can, both players can go on level 19, so we may see a transition, we may see maybe a level 20, maybe level 21, maybe even further. Here Mleczak still catching, is now one Tetris behind, uses the opportunity that Schwider was blocked for a moment and couldn't score a Tetris. So distance between them, whoop, Tetris for Mleczak again. Mleczak getting closer, but now it's Schwider's turn to score. Schwider with 394, Mleczak with 362, and not even 100 lines yet. Whoop, that is for Mleczak with 385, Schwider with 397. Mleczak with 398. Schwider with 401. Still one Tetris between them. Maybe I need to adjust the microphone. Okay, Schwider with a score was for a moment with a score not found with 100 times with 408. Mleczak is still leading with couple of points. Mleczak gets a Tetris 435 for Mleczak, 409 for Schwider. Now the tides have turned. Mleczak. Whoop, that is for Schwider. Mleczak is not ready. Mleczak now is ready, but now there goes the line. Whoop, that is for Mleczak. Mleczak is 464, Schwider is 433. The situation is going even harder, even more exciting here. Mleczak is 487, leading currently by 2 Tetrises, but Schwider is ready, waiting for a line. Yeah. In Poland we calling that situation łeb w łeb. But let's see what is going to unfold. We are now 10 lines to transition. Whoop, that is for Schwider. Whoop, that is for Mleczak. Mleczak with 535 crossed the 500,000. Schwider is still 3 Tetrises to 2 Tetrises to 500,000. 3 Tetrises behind, and Schwider needs to clean. But cleaning in that moment may bring trouble. He's ready, but he's only a triple ready, and he will be forced to take a dirty triple before the transition. But there is a line. Where is the line? Where is that freaking line? There is a line, but now in a wrong moment! Schwider taps out at 466. Mleczak with 568 gets a second hard. Dobra. And for the game number 4, Schwider is choosing. Okay. Czekam na gotowość. Okej, gotowi? Dobra, ustawiam. Schwider, poziom. Okej. Schwider chooses level 18. Let's start the countdown. 3, 2, 1, Tetris! And there goes the round 4 in a classic Tetris Poland Championship 2021 for NTSC version. Yeah, it may sound like all you need for Tetris is a basement and the NES, but despite that, people can. But whoa! Whoop! Dirty Tetris for Schwider is saving himself in the last possible moment. Mleczak in the time with one Tetris on his account, but whoop! Tetris for Mleczak. Mleczak now needs to do some additional cleanup, but Mleczak is safe. It's Schwider who is put under pressure in this game, because if Schwider loses, that's over, that's it for him. So Schwider needs to... Okay, Mleczak with 86, Schwider with 45. Schwider losing by 2 Tetrises. Okay, Mleczak with 109, Schwider with 92. They are still pretty close to each other. Both players are ready, but where is the line? Where are those lines? Both players are now burning near the top, but there is a line, and whoa! A simul Tetris for both Mleczak and Schwider. It didn't have a huge difference during the match, but whoop! Tetris for Schwider. Schwider now gets closer to the situation, slowly approaching the halfway. Oh, wow! Something. We have a problem. We have a situation. But I hope something. I hope that things will end up well. But for now, let's focus on the match. Mleczak with 191, Schwider with 188, only 3,000 points, and almost a simul Tetris again by Mleczak and Schwider. And we are not even in the halfway. Mleczak now slowly approaching the halfway. Whoop! Tetris for Mleczak. Whoop! Tetris for Schwider. And they are still going strong here. Mleczak with 238. Now Schwider is ready. Whoop! Takes the Tetris and takes the lead here. Schwider with 258. Mleczak with 239. Mleczak now with a little bit of a line defensive. Well, this looks so cyberpunk. I wonder if they have modifications. According to my knowledge, the player modifications are banned in the tournament. So sadly, sorry, it's all. But what is this? Schwider taps out at 258, but the situation is not yet safe. Mleczak needs to clean up. He is 10,000 points to go. He still has 10,000 points to go, but he may be able to single it out. But was it? No! Mleczak taps out at 248. Schwider stays alive, and we have a decider. Nail biting crazy. Okay, in the meantime. Moment, let me put the promotion, the Polish community promotion. Because of course the more players, the merrier. And it may not look like this, but the whole event is by the community, for the community. players are now playing mind games before the no finals. Okay, gotowi? Ready?
18.
Mleczak chooses level 18. So there goes the decider. And there goes the countdown. 3, 2, 1, Tetris! And we are in Mleczak versus Świder. Now or never. Do or die. After this game, one of the players will be calmly waiting up for the semi-final. The other will be forced to sit on the public among the other fans sympathics on classic Tetris in Poland, who gathered in Krakow in Quest Pub. Mleczak currently with 25,000 points, Świder leading by 1, and Mleczak needs to do some additional preparation here. Mleczak with 28, and looks like okay, Mleczak is getting a little bit high here, and it may be a good idea to get down. Remember, you cannot score points when you are dead. So sometimes just stay. There is, for example, currently retired player from Finland known as JJ, who won many matches, all because there was this Świder gets so panicked and the Świder taps out at 60,000 points. Mleczak with 67,000 points. And one more Tetris. Gets the third card and advances to the semi-finals. Okay, and the last quarterfinal is Michu versus Dobry. Okay, looks like Michu is warming up. Not yet in play, but in the real life. Dobry is also approaching, so let's see what is going to happen here.
Jeszcze trochę na bok.
Well, in the case of these players, both players appear in the scene during the very first remaining Toruń. Dobry went up with a neck-breaking score of 10,000 points, and now he's one of the formidable players in the country. His opponent here is Michu. One of the players here who is currently stuck in the 900k club, waiting for his first max out. Who knows? Maybe it will happen today. Okay, a little bit of a time to warm up for the players. And we will start their match soon. Okay. I see a very interesting person here on the chat. The Mexican runner, half Polish, half Mexican player, known for this completing all of the NES games. We hope that, so, runner, whenever you have the opportunity, come to Poland. We Gdzie? So whenever you have the opportunity, we are waiting for you.